G'day everyone, I'm Jazza and I'm going to do exactly what I said in the thumbnail and title and draw characters as they were described in the books in which they originated. My team have put this together without any of my input or any of my awareness, and I'll be using my trusty Huion Canvas Pro 16. They have some amazing deals for Prime Day, so if you want to grab yourself a Canvas 13 or 16, all the details and links are in the description, and we'll touch on that a little bit more later in this video. So let's get started with character number 1. A 16-year-old girl whose hair braids all the way down her back. Outfit: a black leotard, leather boots, flowing cape in warm colors. She has an ornate headpiece. I have no idea what this is from, but it sounds really cool. I'm really excited to draw it. I'm being pretty rough with the initial sketching. I'm just trying to get all the foundation work in place so I can lean on that to start adding details and, defining who my interpretation of this character is. It's interesting too, I have sort of decisions to make as far as the aesthetic and the ethnicity of this character without any clues. Would someone with fiery colors in their cape have fiery red hair, or would they have, I don't know, more tan or darker skin? And would that be sort of complementary to the leotard? Braids all the way down her back. This is a long braid. I sort of want to go superhero because of the cape headpiece, ornate headpiece. That feels medieval. Flowing cape in warm colors, ornate headpiece. Let's go a superhero. I mean, that's a bit of a Wonder Woman-y sort of headband, isn't it? It's not Wonder Woman, is it? Let's put in some line work, then we'll figure out the colors. I don't know if this is looking familiar to any one of you watching this, but it isn't to me yet. Maybe the color will make the difference. So, black leotard. Let's go stylistic here and go all the way up the neck. All right, got a black leotard in place. Next colors, and let's do the cape. I reckon the cape is a main feature. I might be wrong. But warm colors, so we've got a yellow, we're gonna gradient into an orange, and get fiery at the bottom with a red. I have no idea who this is. Go like a middle sort of skin tone. There's no description about like fiery eyes or anything, so I'll just go with like a rich brown eye color and very dark brown near black hair. It doesn't say what sort of material the ornate headpiece is, so let's go something sort of silvery maybe. All right, this is what I've got. Boom! I think she looks cool. I have no idea what she's from. Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games. I don't think I was too far off. I think I did all right. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Character number 2, a man who is not old, apparently, but is thin with a scarred face and a malevolent smile. White hair, long and loosely styled with a headband in a medieval setting. I'm gonna treat this like a commission. Like, let's say someone came up to me and said, hey, can you draw my D&D character from our medieval setting? A man, not old, who is thin with a scarred face and malevolent smile, has white hair, long and loosely styled with a headband. This, apparently, is that sort of the direction I'd go in. This is how I depict their character. Sort of leaning more in the mage direction or something more like a counselor or some sort of advisor. I feel like this book is gonna be a little grittier. So rather than go cartoony, let's paint this one up a bit. Start out with really broad colors and slowly build in a little bit of shadows, highlights, and start adding definition. I feel like this character is gonna have pale skin, given they have white hair, and with this sort of scary personality, I feel like they're gonna look a little bit gaunt. And pale skin always lends itself to that. Something about that slightly oily, off-white flesh tone that is pretty menacing. Now we're gonna add some of these scars to the face. So let's like do some across the brow, down the nose, like they're scars from like some sort of ritual, or even that they're self-inflicted in order to, I don't know, summon something or defeat the hero or whatever. And now we've just gotta do the rest. So white hair, that's pretty much it. Okay, with him painted, I don't think there's any mystery as to who this character is. This is Geralt from The Witcher. Am I right? I'm bloody right! I think I kind of nailed it. Clearly the video game depiction and the series depiction of The Witcher are stylistically a little different, but all in all, they're anchored to such clear features. A grisly looking, middle-aged but not old person who looks menacing and has white hair. And the headband, well, the pictures don't even have a bloody headband. Mine's more faithful to the original. I'm really happy with that. That is so cool. It was really fun getting into that painterly style. I really enjoyed it, especially because of the gorgeous tablet I'm using. And the reality is, if you're looking for the best and most enjoyable way to get into any form of digital art or animation, Huion is the way you should go. This is the Canvas Pro 16. It's a 2.5K display. This is its sibling, the Canvas 13. If you're looking for a digital display tablet, they have the widest range possible and fantastic prices right now. So if you're looking to upgrade your drawing experience, check out the Canvas Pro 16. The device has anti-glare glass, stunning color performance, and full lamination. Basically meaning you can work in an environment or studio with bright lights or next to a window and still see what you're working on. If you don't have the confidence to get into a hyper-professional tablet like the 16, why not check out the Canvas 13? At only $239, this beast has all of the merits that you need on a great professional display tablet, including the Pentec 3.0 and all that amazing drawing capabilities that all their most professional tablets have. Go check them out, link is in the description, and as always, I'm so grateful to Huion for sponsoring this video and providing me with such amazing hardware. All right, next character. A 12-year-old boy with thick, curly, and blonde hair down to his chin. Eyes are green with a pouty mouth. Thin gold necklace. Outfit, fancy blue, wool and black leather, medieval setting. What does pouty mouth mean aside from duck face? I don't think I'll go with a smiling pout. I think I'll go with a serious pout. But thick curly blonde hair on a little boy, I'm definitely getting like little golden child vibes. Maybe this is a royalty figure. Now 12 is an interesting age in terms of facial structure because they're starting to lank out a bit. Maybe slightly more pointy features, slightly more pointy chin. Let's give him a black leather like vest. Maybe we'll give him puffy sleeves and a top that sort of cuts across here. I think I'm gonna have to paint this one up. I'm missing the eye color though, and they're a green, so let's get a nice noticeable green in here because they're noticeable enough that the author brought attention to them. This looks like a child who's raised in a fairly noble upbringing. I'm using some in development custom Photoshop brushes that we're actually working really, really hard on here at my studio. These oil brushes have a slight hue variation. Every stroke you use, it like tweaks the color slightly. And this is our work in progress hair brush. This is really rough. It's still like a concept sketch, but even so, it takes a lot of the work out of the detailing. Let me know what you think, if that's something you're excited about, because we're really excited about it. And they're still actively in development. It's gonna take a couple of months, but I'm really excited about how that's coming together. I'm also really excited about how my character portrait here is coming together. Even if I'm like way off of what who the character is, this is cool. One of the brushes among the special effects brushes we're developing is a chain brush. Dig, 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 dig. Tick, 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 tick. There you go. I didn't have to draw all these chain links. I literally just painted a detailed necklace in 2 seconds. And let's quickly shade in the clothing. We don't need to go too crazy here. I think you get the idea. And then finally, a few sharp highlights on the clothes. And I'm gonna have to call that the character done. I'm really happy with my sketch. I think that I've made that pretty clear. And I'm gonna guess now, I think this is Joffrey Baratheon. And it's Joffrey Baratheon! You know what? I am very happy with my Joffrey. Okay, give me another one. I'm on fire. Character 4. A man in his mid-30s with a big curved nose. Hair is dark, greasy, and frames his face. He has uneven teeth, skin is an unhealthy color, and dark clothes. Oh, this is tough. And it doesn't give me a setting, it doesn't say medieval. I think that sort of definitely, gave me a leg up with the last two. This is just a man. Okay, let's do this. So the big nose comes out. I think a curved nose sort of has to start curving higher up. Something tells me like a curved nose makes me feel like the front of the face is sort of pulling in. So let's do it. I'm gonna go with my gut here. And with greasy hair, you always want like 1 or 2 hairs just sort of in front, looking sharp and kind of gross and oily. I feel like I'm going still, like I'm in my medieval mode. Maybe I need to get out of that mode. How do I go generic if I haven't got a setting? It's a sinister looking fella. Let's give him some sort of trench coat. That's always sinister. Some sort of high collar. I don't know if he has some sort of cape or whatever, like there's no genre guide in what I've got here. So I don't know, I'll put a strap there. That could be anything. And a button. They have buttons in all sorts of genres and settings. Okay, so I'm starting off just focusing on the skin and fleshy areas. Now I've gone for a fairly sort of green tinged skin tone and quite pale, and then I think as I go up to the lighter areas of the skin, I'm gonna bring in a little more yellow and a touch of pink, so he's not like a zombie. I'm really enjoying actually doing this painterly style. It's so fun. Like I'm really enjoying these results. I'm starting to look like an old man here. So I'm gonna smooth out some of the areas and just bring back a little bit more of a natural flesh color. He's not a zombie, but he ain't normal. Like I sort of said before, this is someone you probably don't want to get the attention of, and I think I'm nailing that feeling. I don't want him to be looking at me, but I think he's gonna be looking at me. So what color are his eyes? Look, let's go simple. Let's go like a desaturated brown, but I think he should have quite dark eyes, and I think that'll make any highlights really stand out and be quite sharp. We'll probably go darker around the eyes as well. Let's go a little creepy though. Let's add like a little yellow rim, like he's got scurvy or something. Just a touch of unsettling color in his eyes. All right, hair time. Dark hair, doesn't say black hair. I'm gonna start off just by painting in just a rough silhouette before I go into like any hair details. I'm just gonna paint in the blocked area. And now that I've got that roughly, I'm gonna switch over to my hairbrush, and now I get to just add these. Oh my God. Oh, how easy and cool is that immediately? This is fun. And then last but not least, I'm gonna grab a black and my thin hairbrush and just go in with a few wisps. Oh man, I'm happy with that. Slap in some quick clothes, dark clothes. So you know what? I'm gonna keep this super simple. Black brush and, you know, just put this in. There you go, dark clothes. I'll give it a few highlights. I'm feeling this character is extra spooky. I'm gonna accentuate his off-putting look with some off-putting lighting. I'm gonna add an overlay with this sort of muddy dark green. So loosely putting that in the shadow areas. Then I'm just gonna flick through the layer styles until something makes me happy. Oh, I do like that. And just because I'm getting carried away, I'm gonna come into the hair and add some green, because I think these highlights need to be picked up with a little bit of that green. I'm gonna finish this character off with something in the background. And you know what? I think I'm pretty confident I know who this is. My guess is that this is Severus Snape from Harry Potter. Is it? Yes! Yes! But you know what though? I am so happy with my Snape. And I didn't even know it was Snape. I am like beyond happy with that. All right, we've got one more for ya. I am on fire. I am more on fire than I ever have been. So let's take it home with their final character. Tall and gangly, muscular, but by no means fleshy. What is this? Very dark hair and whiskers, very dark, heavy eyebrows. Not handsome, not ugly, but peculiar. What? What? I'm genuinely curious as to who this is, but you know what? I'm just gonna, like before, I'm just gonna follow the prompt, see where it takes me. Tall and gangly and muscular. All right, let's keep this one more conceptual. Let's keep it pretty simple. It sounds sort of creepy as well, so let's give it like a tilted head, long neck. Gangly is like, I mean, muscular is different to gangly is like, ugh, muscular is like, ugh. How do you do both? I mean, what is this? This is from a book? What have they put together for me here? There you go, he's a bit more swole. But he's got very dark hair and whiskers, so I'm just gonna like I'm gonna treat like facial hair like whiskers. All right, let's just, again, I'm gonna treat this like I got a commission, but this one I think I'll just keep to a sketch. I feel like the hair is sort of guiding it to being a hobo. I'm gonna keep the focus on the front of the face, but it doesn't say. Do you know what? I'm putting in cat ears. Now it's not a hobo, no matter what I do. I don't know! What is this? What is this? Not handsome, not ugly. What is it? Don't tell me what it's not. It's peculiar. I give up. What is this one? Yeah, I wouldn't have ended up there. All right, cool. I'm glad I wrapped that one up pretty quick because this is where I was at. Oh, don't want to offend any patriots out there, but I do hope you had a good time. As good a time as I had. Let's go back to the thing I'm most proud of. Oh my God, I'm so happy with that. Although I gotta be honest, I am so happy with all of these. Like I'm really happy with these and I'm feeling really good about the painting process. Of course, using the Canvas 16 Pro, a delight to use along with the brushes and the experience of just painting and it feeling like an organic process is just, can't be beat. Clearly I had fun. I hope you did too. Thank you to Huion for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy it, hit like, subscribe for more fun with art and creativity, and if you want to see another episode in this sort of series, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, that is it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.